Tonight on Fox 47 News at 10.
Could terrorists attack us again? Well, Vice President Dick Cheney says it is a certainty.
Plus, our hidden cameras uncover the sales of illegal contact lenses in mid-Michigan. See why they're so dangerous.
And new at 10 o'clock, the Pentagon says its anthrax vaccination program could change. They may get rid of the policy to vaccinate all of their troops and just concentrate on the soldiers who are at the highest risk.
Bioport here in Lansing is the only supplier of the vaccine, and it says it's still good news for them. Along with a new research study, the policy change could open the door for more customers. Fox 47's Alicia Safias talks to Bioport to find out why, first on Fox.
Who should be immunized and when?
That's what the Pentagon's trying to figure out about the anthrax vaccine. Bioport, the only company that supplies it, thinks the government wants to expand its vaccination program, not do away with it.
One of the things that's sort of frustrating is that news organizations might say, oh, well, that's bad news for Bioport. But what we've had over the last 6 months is obviously very good news.
Brennan Root says things started looking good when its lab won FDA approval. And she says even if the Pentagon does slash troop vaccinations, it's still not bad for Bioport.
Should the Pentagon not need our full production, we will have opportunities to sell both within this country as well as in foreign countries who are allied to the United States.
And a new study could give Bioport new customers. 5 research centers around the country are giving 1,600 volunteers the anthrax vaccine. They're trying to make it more user-friendly.
The vaccine is not changed. We're changing the way it's given.
Scientists say it would mean people get the shot in the muscle, not under the skin. That would cut down on reactions and cut the amount of shots people need to get immunity. That means less vaccine and a bigger supply. A supply Bioport hopes will be in big demand by more than just the Pentagon. In Lansing, Alicia Safias, Fox 47 News.
Brennan Root says if demand for the vaccine gets too high, Bioport will consider opening up another lab to make it. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is in charge of the vaccine study. It will take about 4 years. You can sign up for it, but the closest center to us is at the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. Covering the war on terror, intelligence agents have been tracking suspected al-Qaeda terrorists.
And they say that they've been intercepting a lot more messages being sent between them in the past month or so. Well, Vice President Dick Cheney says that could be a sign they are gathering in numbers, maybe getting ready for another attack. Well, the government says it doesn't know of any particular time, date, or target, but Cheney says it's just a matter of time.
The prospects of a future attack on the U.S. are almost a certainty. It could happen tomorrow, it could happen next week, it could happen next year. But they will keep trying, and we have to be prepared.
Well, some lawmakers are hoping for an investigation into what the White House knew about terrorist threats to hijack planes before 9/11. Well, Cheney says a memo from August did warn them about terrorists who could possibly be planning to hijack planes. That was based on information they had from the late 1990s, but he says it did not give them any specific information about the attacks or how they could prevent them. Well, those pay phones that you see on airplanes could soon be free. You wouldn't need a credit card to make a call during an emergency. It's all part of the White House plan to make flying safer, which Congress will take a look at tomorrow. They want to create a toll-free phone network. The calls would be taken in a regional center, and then people there would make sure the call is real and then pass it along to the feds.
Now the latest in America's war efforts. A U.S. soldier is killed while on duty in eastern Afghanistan. New video of Osama bin Laden is released, and the feds warn apartment landlords of terrorist tenants. Those are the headlines. Here are the details. A U.S. Special Forces soldier died today, gunned down while on patrol in eastern Afghanistan. A U.S. military spokesman says it happened when enemy forces started firing on a U.S. reconnaissance patrol unit. It's not clear if anyone on the enemy's side was killed. The military is not releasing the dead soldier's name yet. The U.S. soldiers are on a mission to flush out remaining pockets of al-Qaeda and Taliban forces in the eastern region. The most sought-after terrorist, Osama bin Laden, could still be alive. Today, the British paper The Sunday Times released the video it got from an Islamic news agency based in England. The tape is only 2 minutes long, and there's nothing that shows when it was shot, but the news agency says it was taped in March. It says that proves bin Laden survived the U.S. bombing of the Tora Bora cave complex this winter. The FBI is urging apartment managers to be on the lookout for suspicious tenants. This is after the feds got word al-Qaeda leaders may rent apartments in the U.S. to store explosives and possibly blow them up inside those apartments. The Bureau sent out declassified info about this to some real estate organizations. The media found out after one apartment complex in California started notifying its tenants.
In Michigan news now, it started with a call for help, but when police got there, a man started shooting at them. The Detroit police got a call about a man being held hostage in a house yesterday. When they checked it out, they say Lauren Key got out of his car and shot both officers. They say Key then tried to carjack a driver who they also say he shot. The officer and the carjacked man are in the hospital. Police think Key is in Ohio. Well, this is where two U of M football players got shot last night. Ann Arbor police say Carl Diggs and Marcus Curry went to an off-campus party when a fight broke out. Now, after the cops broke it up, somebody got out a gun and just started shooting. Curry got shot in the back and Diggs in the leg, and police are still looking for that shooter.
Now let's check our first alert forecast. We needed today's weather yesterday when I was announcing the Michigan parade. It was so cold yesterday.
Did you have gloves?
I did.
You did?
And a blanket.
Yeah,
and a hat.
the sunshine doesn't always help out there. Well, we want to know, Michaels, when can people like Victoria get rid of those gloves for good?
That is the question of the day, of the year. I'm really just about had it with this weather pattern. Fortunately, it is changing. First things first, we had record cold overnight. Normal low 45, got down to 26. Tied a record set back in 1898. Tonight, I don't think this cold, but we'll be watching the situation. We will see some frost. I will point that out to you right now as well. Temperatures falling.